Oh, Lavoy Mabiza.
Hello everyone, we're back. I am going to be doing the long overdue Castle Estate Kit review. I have been playing on and off here and there, but I've been mostly just, you know, taking it easy, trying to get my real life back in order. But I spent a lot of hours, it's like close to 40 hours on this build. It is already up on the gallery if you guys want it. We're going to be going through it today. Let's see. But yeah, it is up there. It is this build and the empty version of it. So this one's empty, and this one is everything with it all decorated. Let's see. Yeah. So they're up there. Oh, nice. All right, so let's get into it. I think, yeah, we'll just go through this and then I will we'll go through like what comes in the pack. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen that by now, but if you want to see what I think of it and, you know, me going through the different swatches, then we can go through it. So we'll just wait for this to load. How have you guys been? Just let me know in the comments. You know, I like to read the comments, and whenever YouTube lets me know I have comments. Alright, so let's take the grid off. Let's fix that. Alright, so this is the biggest build I've ever built. I'm not even gonna lie, like, this is the biggest thing I have ever built. It is the build that has taken the longest to build, and it is definitely the biggest one I've ever built, and the most expensive build I've ever built too. Alright, so this is the castle in all of its magnificent glory. It is in Windenburg on the 64 by 64 lot, but it'll fit on any 64 by 64 lot. Alright, so that is just like the overview. There's a few towers, and then there's the entry, the gateway that we enter into it. There's a little cemetery back here. For my builds, I always try to tell a story, so if it looks a bit off as I'm really just trying to tell a story with my builds. Alright, das ist das. Why is there a pole missing from right there? This game, I swear. Alright, you know what? I'm not gonna fix it. That's just what it is. Alright, so, and this is like the little horse stable area. And, you know, chickens and cow. This little camping area back there for like the ranch hands and stuff. And just a little fake well. Alright, let's go to the bottom floor. Alright, so yeah, we have 3 horse stables. This one has 2 beds in it. So it can accommodate up to 4 horses. There isn't really much to tell. Just there is an area that goes up into like the let's say like the what is it called? You know where the workers, you know, they live at. Yeah, people who work in the castle or work at the ranch, they would live in here. So I try to make it look as rustic as possible, just really cheap, but like this castle has some money, so it's not too cheap, too cheap. You know what I'm saying? Alright, go back down here. There's an entryway. Lots of knights again because, you know, they're rich. This is the gatehouse. You come into it. There is 2 stories to it. There's 3 stories to it. There's 2 stories to the 2 towers, and then there's a 3rd story. You know, it's very defensible. There's not much decoration in it, but you know, that was just like with the limitation of the game, and I didn't really know what else to put in these rooms. So yeah, it's literally just meant to be an entryway. This one comes out into the courtyard here, where there's a chess table, somewhere to sit, a fountain. Comes down into here, which comes into like little cemetery sitting area. Try to give like some age to some of the graves and some forgotten graves, and you know, have like, you know, like some pretty recent graves here. This one is sad, but you know, like in the medieval times, kids didn't have a very high mortality rate, so I put that in there, you know. Just to give some realism to it, you know. Then we come back in here, come down in here. There's just a fountain with some guards. Again, I didn't put a whole lot in here. I'm going to change this. And then, okay, we come up here, and there's the throne room. Let's put the walls up. Yeah. Yeah, the throne room is in here. Come over to here, and there's like the treasure room. Almost. Yeah, it's the treasure room. The game doesn't have very many treasures, so it was kind of hard to pick what looked like treasures, but that was the best as I could do. And then like there's like this little side entryway for like the king and queen to like enter from quickly, or for the guards to enter in here quickly, which comes into here, which is just like another like courtyard area. Um, it's cute. I think it's cute. I like it. It's like a nice little social area, which comes out into here, onto this little area where you can sit and watch the horses or the animals, watch the ocean. Yeah, watch the ocean from this way. When I originally built this was a different orientation. I think it was more facing yeah, everything was like facing this way. So that area used to face this way. But I changed it for photos for the gallery. Alright, and then this very long hallway. You come into the library. Yeah, so this comes into the library. It's very small in here. I wanted to make it bigger, but it is what it is. And there's like a utility closet in here. And it comes out back out into this area here. So where you can either go up the stairs or into the kitchen area or just back out here. Very, very long hallway. Yeah, I'm not really good at navigating this because I get really bad motion sickness, so I don't use that camera too much. And here's a very big, very functional kitchen, like how kitchens would be in a castle. You know, there's 2 stoves, 2 sinks. I just decided to put the cupcake maker in here because if not now, then when? This monstrosity of the item cannot be used feasibly anywhere else. It has a bar, and there's like a little cleanup station for the maids and china cabinets. It's good for having like big parties. Like I have like a little poke right here for like the wood fire stoves. And then we go up here, up these stairs, into this little courtyard sitting area, which is really cute. You'll come into the dining hall, which I like it. Everyone is facing where the queen and king would sit. Nobody would have their backs turned to them. They would sit here. This long table full of like important people. This is also really good for like a wedding too. Like I kind of had like a vision for like a wedding being here too, if you wanted to have that as an option. This is nice tapestry. This is the bar, and then we have the organ and a violin. So if you wanted to hire somebody to play these, and this is just a bathroom. It's nothing special. It's just a small bathroom. So yeah, this is the dining hall. Then we come back down. You would go up these stairs, and it comes up into this little area. More knights guarding the doors. And we come into this area here, which is just, it just has this easel, but it also has this door that goes into here to look through the telescope. So that's how you get into this area. And then you just come over here. Here is the queen's quarters. So this is the queen's room. It's very it's there's a lot of stuff in here that would suggest, this is someone of importance in this room. And then this would be like the war room, or they come in here plan, with the knights. That's that room. I didn't do anything up here really. From just what I've seen, like there wasn't like a lot of like heavily decorated areas like this. There's like areas that were decorated, but then there was a lot of empty areas from all the reference photos that I've seen. And this is the king's bedroom. Obviously, there's a lot going on in here. Sit by the fire, have drinks, snacks, whatever. It's where the king sits and writes his decrees and stuff. And obviously, the biggest, most expensive bed in the game. Let's see. Come back out here, and then this just leads to the bathroom for the king and queen. It's very gold, very expensive looking. There's not much up here, and then we go back up here. This is just a storage area. It's really what the servants would use, and I hid the decoration box here. This is just an empty hall. There isn't very good like hidden doorways, so I just didn't put a door leading into this room. In this hall, like it's kind of giving like like a Diagon Alley type vibe in here. Like there's no actual doorway, but I want you to think like there's a door, like someone would like walk through the wall if they knew it was there. But to actually, because this is The Sims, you actually come through this area right here, come through this, this would be like a wizard's room or something, like, people in nobility back then, they had people doing witchcraft in the upper parts of the towers, and they had no idea, or they did, and that's how they, kept on to their power. But this one does have a hidden doors, best as I could get it to look nice and still functional. And that's how you actually enter into this room, which is where that person would stay. Obviously, there's lots of things you probably wouldn't want to, the average sim wouldn't want to be in here, but if you're like into alchemy or spell casting, this would be the perfect room for you. And then they got your own little private bathroom. Let's see. We will go back down, across this way, and up these stairs. Come into this little landing area. And this is just like the bedrooms for the children, or ladies in waiting, whatever. I kind of did like an older like princess room here, like for a teenager almost, or it just could be like a lady in waiting's room if that's what you wanted to do. This is the bathroom for that room. This is like a younger princess child room, and then that's her bathroom right there. And then we have a young toddler prince's room. And then that's the bathroom for them. This is just like, how I decided to decorate it. There is an empty version of this on the gallery, so you can decorate however you want. This is just how I chose to decorate. And then this is nothing. I didn't do anything with that. Let's see. Yeah, that is pretty much the entire build. It's not just like a little ranch entryway. And I did a lot of experimenting with like the terrain paint, so hopefully nothing deletes it. This build took a long time, like I said, almost 40 hours, if not 40 hours. I stopped keeping track after like day 4 working on this. and it was a lot of experimenting, a lot of trial and error, things I've never done before, a lot of playing around with the terrain and trying to make it look nice and make it make sense. I'm sorry, it does use a lot of packs, but like I said before, I buy my packs so I can use them. So that's just where it is. You can still download the build. You can still download the one that doesn't have all the packs. It's not going to make a huge difference. Let's see. Not to do the thing I don't want to do. Because I want to keep this in my game. Just exit. Because I want to use that eventually, maybe for like one of my kids' wedding or something. Excuse me. So I'm just gonna open up a different game and put the other lot down. So I don't want to bulldoze that one if something goes wrong. Alright, let's load a different game. Yeah, let's go into this world. I don't really need anything. Like, I don't care what happens to the builds in this world. It's literally just for building. Let's see, people live here though. I'll feel bad if I kick people out. Let's just build on it. Bulldoze the what? Oh, dang it! Why did I do that? Load in the slot, please. Okay. Click the right one this time. No, it's not that one. It's this one. Man, all this stuff is, that's my one biggest complaint. All this stuff is expensive. Because that is 100k just to have all this stuff down. And 110k. Alright, so we'll go through these. Alright, so these are the wall swatches. I put them in order to where I think, you know, that makes the most sense. Like what will come next after like the order starts to degrade. And then this is just empty because there's more floor swatches and wall swatches like that. And then their corresponding floors. Except for this one, I got kind of lazy. It was very frustrating. Like, I placed all of this down, and then I placed something else down, and then I placed like wallpaper on this wall, and it deleted all the wallpaper on that wall. So yeah, that's what happened there. And the same with the fences and pillars corresponding. It just shows like, you know, every swatch has its brand new swatch and like the swatch that's it's kind of degrading down. I really do like the fence. I think the fence is very nice, especially for older castle builds. Um, my only complaint is I wish there was like a round swatch for this too, like not like a swatch, but like a second pillar that was more round on these edges, so that could go better on like tower parts of the castle. The same with the stairs. There's in total there's about 14 swatches for 12 swatches for everything, and it's just like different colors and their degraded forms. So same with stairs. Let's see, and the railings that come with them, everything in the pack matches. Like, that's one positive thing I can say about the pack is everything in the pack has a matching swatch, which is just the best. This fence right here, so good for castles. Like, I was hoping they were going to add something like this to the pack, and they did, and it just looks so great. It works great. My only complaint, it is a little bit bulky, so it doesn't perfectly fit on walls. But I mean, if you just ignore that fact and like put some freezes up and stuff, like, you can hardly tell unless you're like really looking at it. But that is, if I have to say anything negative about this, it is a little bit bulky. But you know, there's easy workarounds for it. I didn't use these in my build at all. It was just a lot of work, and I didn't. They're okay. Like, I could see it being useful for some people if like they're really into like making sure like their crest is everywhere. But for me, it just wasn't important. I did use these on one of the free floating towers. So that's like on the second floor, but I didn't put like a base to the foundation on it. I did put two of these underneath it. I wish there was more of these, like not just the llama, but I mean it's a kit. The fact that we got these two things in general is, you know, kind of like it's nice that we got them. And we did get these spandrels. Yeah, the gothic spandrel. They're nice. It's nice. Again, it comes in all those swatches, so that everything is matchy matchy. These are the different foundation trims. Again, comes in the same swatches as the walls. Like, shows like the degrading, the aging process of each one. They're nice. The only one that doesn't have it is like the pure white one and the black one, which is fine. Like, that's not a necessity for me. These are all the different windows. If the swatches were just like too like much the same, or just like windowed, aged, window aged, I didn't post all the swatches. They wouldn't fit on a 64 by 64 lot if I posted. If I picked every single swatch for every single window, every single door, it just wouldn't fit on the lot. It was very time consuming. It took like an hour just to pull all this stuff out. I really love these little tiny windows for towers. I wish they could be a little bit thicker, but I mean, for their purpose that they serve, they're really good if you want to make like a round tower. These are the windows you want to use. I do love these windows. They're nice size. These walls are like the tallest. Yeah, they're like the tallest wall, and like it only takes like two of these to take up almost the entire wall. So they're decently sized. These are the biggest windows, like the tallest ones. They're nice too, and then there's like some differing swat, like these stained glass with the crests and stuff on them. I think those are really nice. And then the same with these windows. These are nice. I didn't try to put these on any of the towers. So I don't know how it looks, but they were just a little bit too big and not really what I was going for on the towers. But yeah, they're nice, and I would use them for a build. I mean, I did use them like on the main parts of the castle. My only problem with them is like there's no real. This pack didn't come with any curtains, so none of the curtains really fit on any of the windows nicely. It's my only complaint. These windows, I like them, but I only used one just because I couldn't make it fit in my build as much as I wanted it to. And I don't think I used any of these at all. Like, these would be good for like building a church. If you want to build like a church or something, these are really good for that. I use these doorways a lot in my build. Like almost every single doorway had these doors on it. If it wasn't like an important door, like if it was an important door, I used it. But again, it comes in all the same swatches. There's the nice, and then there's the aged version of it, and there's the white and black. Everything comes in the same swatches. Alright, these were like the doors I used for like the throne room and stuff like that, like really important rooms. Like I used this door. I love this door. I love the little crest on top. I wish it came with like more different types of crests, just to kind of tie into the ones that are on like the windows, because like the windows there's like a knight and stuff, but then like these doors is a llama. But they're nice. I like it. They're really big, so you need a really big build, because like I said, these walls are as tall as they can be, and it takes up the entire wall. I really like these gate arches. Like, they work so well. I wish there was like a version of it that was like closed, but you know, beggars can't be choosers. Like, this is still nice. It matches like the little shape inside these door frames here, so that was nice. And then these tiny doors, they're one by one door, but they're still kind of big because of the frame. And again, comes in all the same swatches, and I like them. I use them for like the smaller rooms and like bathrooms and stuff for those doors. These arches, I really like these ones too, and I used it in some parts of the build too, where it didn't necessarily need a gate on there. I use these like as defensive gates, so like in the gatehouse, where if there's an entrance to the outside of the lot into the castle, I use these gates. And these ones were just like regular arches throughout the castle, that like 2 hallways and stuff that I didn't need like a gate on there. But yeah, overall this pack I like a lot more than the Goth Lore kit. This kit came with almost everything. Like, if we could get a medieval furniture kit, like that would like set this up like really nicely for like just for the build side of it. I don't think the Sims team would ever do another medieval expansion pack, but I won't say never. I mean, it would be a perfect opportunity if they wanted to like add fairies into the game and like have it centered around being a medieval theme fairy pack. But like, if they just want to introduce like a furniture kit for the medieval one, I'd be happy with that too. Overall, I give this pack a 7 out of 10. I didn't hate it. I really enjoyed building with it. It kept me wanting to keep building in the game. So that's the only reason why like I sat for like almost 40 hours building the biggest build of my life that I've ever built in these 16 years that I've been building. Um, and I just kept wanting to play with this pack because it was so much fun, and I just liked everything in it. Um, like I said, it's multifunctional too. Like, you don't have to make just like a castle. You can make like a wedding venue or something with this stuff. It's really nice. You can make like a church with this stuff. It's really nice. You can make a cemetery with this stuff. It's versatile. It's not just you have to make a castle. And I think that's what I like the most about this pack overall. Um, I don't. If I had to pick a favorite thing out of this kit, it would probably have to be uh, the fence. This fence right here. It just works so nicely inside and outside the castle that I loved it. And I would probably use it more in more builds than just cat. Like, in most of my builds, I could see myself using a lot, like the fence and the wallpapers and flooring. Like, I can see myself using those a lot. So yeah, it's not perfect because, nothing's perfect, and I feel like there's a lot that could have been added to the kit that wasn't. But with everything the way that's going, I only think that there's gonna be less stuff in the kits as we go on. So I don't really have high hopes for the future of kits. And if there was a kit that if you're really into medieval builds, or you just want something more to your game to give your build by more variety, I would suggest buying this one. Um, which is not what I was expecting after doing the Goth Galore kit first impressions, and even now, I've been trying to make those pieces in that kit work, and they don't work. So I was not expecting to like this kit as much as as much as I do, because I hated the Goth Galore kit so much. So I'm pleasantly surprised, and maybe part of the reason why I like this kit so much is because it is so much better than the Goth Galore kit. And I was so upset after the Goth Galore kit that anything was better than it. But I genuinely, after playing with it for a while, I like this kit. And if you want to spend your money on it, it's $5. So, but I'm gonna go. I just wanted to do this review. I will be back later to stream a little bit more. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Depending on what time it is when I can get back on here, it will be the determining factor if I can talk or not. Um, but I'll probably be back in 2-3 hours, if at all possible, just depending on how life goes. But thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a good rest of your night.